The Raytheon MIM-23 Hawk is an American medium-range surface-to-air missile. It was designed to be a much more mobile counterpart to the MIM-14 Nike Hercules, trading off range and altitude capability for a much smaller size and weight. Its low-level performance was greatly improved over Nike through the adoption of new radars and a continuous wave semi-active radar homing guidance system. Hawk was originally intended to attack aircraft, especially those flying at medium and low altitudes. It entered service with the Army in this role in 1959. In 1971 it underwent a major improvement program as the Improved Hawk, or IHawk, which made several improvements to the missile and replaced all of the radar systems with new models. Improvements continued throughout the next 20 years, adding improved ECCM, a potential home-on-jam feature, and in 1995, a new warhead that made it capable against short-range tactical missiles. Janes reported that the original system's single-shot kill probability was 0.56, IHawk improved this to 0.85. Hawk was superseded by the MIM-104 Patriot in U.S. Army service by 1994. The last U.S. user was the U.S. Marine Corps, who used theirs until 2002 when they were replaced with the man-portable short-range FIM-92 Stinger. The missile was also produced outside the U.S. in Western Europe, Japan, and Iran. The U.S. never used the Hawk in combat, but it has been employed numerous times by other nations. Approximately 40,000 of the missiles were produced. Development of the Hawk missile system began in 1952, when the United States Army began studies into a medium-range semi-active radar homing surface-to-air missile. In July 1954 development contracts were awarded to Northrop for the launcher, radars, and fire control systems, while Raytheon was awarded the contract for the missile. The first test launch of the missile, then designated the XSAM-A-18, happened in June 1956. By July 1957 development was completed, by which time the designation had changed to XM-3 and XM-3E1. Very early missiles used the Aerojet M22E7, which was not reliable. The problems were resolved with the adoption of the M22E8 engine. The missile was initially deployed by the U.S. Army in 1959, and by the U.S. Marine Corps in 1960. The high complexity of the system, and the quality of tube-based electronics, gave the radars in the early Hawk systems a mean time between failures, MTBF, of only 43 hours. The improved Hawk system increased this to between 130 and 170 hours. Later Hawk versions improved this further to between 300 and 400 hours. Improved Hawk or IHawk. The original Hawk system had problems engaging targets at low altitude. The missile would have problems picking the target out against ground clutter. The U.S. Army began a program to address these issues in 1964 via the Hawk Improvement Program, Hawk/HIP. This involved numerous upgrades to the Hawk system. A digital data processing central information coordinator for target processing, threat ordering, and intercept evaluation. An improved missile, MIM-23B, with a larger warhead, smaller and more powerful M112 motor, and improved guidance section. The PAR, CWAR, HPIR, and ROR were replaced by upgraded variants, C-number radars. The system entered service during 1972, the first unit reaching operational status by October. All U.S. units were upgraded to IHawk standard by 1978. Product Improvement Plan. In 1973 the U.S. Army started an extensive multi-phase Hawk PIP, Product Improvement Plan, mainly intended to improve and upgrade the numerous items of ground equipment. Phase I. Phase I involved replacement of the CWAR with the IN/MPQ-55 improved CWAR, IQOR, and the upgrade of the IN/MPQ-50 PAR to improved PAR, IPAR, configuration by the addition of a digital MTI, moving target indicator. The first PIP Phase I systems were fielded between 1979 and 1981. Phase II. Developed from 1978 and fielded between 1983 and 1986. Upgraded the IN/MPQ-46 HPI to IN/MPQ-57 standard by replacing some of the vacuum tube-based electronics with modern solid-state circuits, and added an optical TAS, tracking adjunct system. The TAS, designated OD179/TVY, is an electro-optical, TV, tracking system that increases Hawk operability and survivability in a high ECM environment. Phase 3. The PIP Phase 3 development was started in 1983, and was first fielded by U.S. forces in 1989. Phase 3 was a major upgrade which significantly enhanced the computer hardware and software for most components of the system. A new CWAR, the IN/MPQ-62, added single-scan target detection capability, and upgraded the HPI to IN/MPQ-61 standard by addition of a low-altitude simultaneous Hawk engagement (LASHE) system. LASHE allows the Hawk system to counter saturation attacks by simultaneously intercepting multiple low-level targets. The ROR was phased out in Phase 3 Hawk units. Hawk Missile Restore Reliability, MRR. This was a program that ran between 1982 and 1984 intended to improve missile reliability. Hawk ECCM. Running alongside the MMR program, this produced ECCM to specific threats, probably contemporary Soviet ECM pods such as the SBS-141 fitted to the Su-22, which proved moderately effective during the Iran-Iraq War. The MIM-23C and E missiles contain these fixes. Low clutter enhancements. Upgrades to the missile that takes it up to MIM-23G that enable the missile to deal with low-flying targets in a high-clutter environment. These were first deployed in 1990. Hawk Missile ILM, improved lethality modification. To improve the lethality of the warhead of the missile against ballistic missiles, the warhead was redesigned to produce fewer larger fragments, typically 35 grams each, comparable to a 12.7 mm projectile in mass. Hawk Mobility and TMD upgrades. A Hawk Mobility Survivability Enhancement Program has been developed following experience in the 1990 Gulf War. The aim of this program was to reduce the number of support vehicles per battery and to increase survivability. Upgrades to the launcher allow missiles to be transported on the launcher itself, as well as replacing vacuum tubes with a single laptop computer. A North Finding System speeds orientation and launcher alignment. A field wire replaces heavy cables and allows for greater dispersion amongst battery vehicles from 110 m to 2 km. The upgrades were deployed by the U.S. Marine Corps between early 1995 and September 1996. Phase 4. With both the Army and Marines abandoning the Hawk, Phase 4 was never completed. It was planned to include high mobility continuous wave acquisition radar to improve detection of small UAVs, a new CW engagement radar, anti-radiation missile decoys, an improved missile motor, an upgraded electro-optical tracker, improved command and control, ATBM upgrades. Hawk XXI, Hawk 21. The Hawk XXI or Hawk 21 is a more advanced, and more compact version of Hawk PIP-3 upgrade. Hawk XXI basically eliminates the PAR and CWAR radars with the introduction of 3D MPQ-64 Sentinel radars. Norway's Kongsberg company provides an FDC, Fire Distribution Center, as it is used in NASAMS system in Norway. The missiles are upgraded MIM-23K standard with an improved blast fragmentation warhead that creates a larger lethal zone. The system is also effective against short-range tactical ballistic missiles. AMPQ-61 Hipper radar provides low-altitude and local area radar coverage as well as continuous wave radar illumination for the MIM-23K Hawk missiles. Silent Hawk, a former black program from the 1990s that hid special Hawk missiles with passive sensors within select U.S. Army Hawk batteries deployed in Europe. Most of the soldiers, except a small group in each unit, were completely unaware of the special equipment, which included a special separate sensor disguised as a load bank on heavy generators, firing displays, and power generation equipment that made it all work. Description: the Hawk system consists of a large number of component elements. These elements were typically fitted on wheeled trailers, making the system semi-mobile. During the system's 40-year lifespan, these components were continually upgraded. The Hawk missile is transported and launched from the M192 towed triple missile launcher. A self-propelled Hawk launcher, the SP Hawk, was fielded in 1969, which simply mounted the launcher on a tracked M727, modified M548, however the project was dropped and all activity terminated in August 1971. The missile is propelled by a dual-thrust motor, with a boost phase and a sustain phase. The MIM-23A missiles were fitted with an M22E8 motor which burns for 25 to 32 seconds. The MIM-23B and later missiles are fitted with an M112 motor with a 5-second boost phase and a sustain phase of around 21 seconds. The M112 motor has greater thrust, thus increasing the engagement envelope. The original MIM-23A missiles used a parabolic reflector, but the antenna directional focus was insufficient. When engaging low-flying targets, the missile would dive on them, only to lose them in the ground clutter. The MIM-23B Hawk missiles and later uses a low side lobe, high-gain plane antenna to reduce sensitivity to ground clutter in addition to an inverted receiver developed in the late 1960s to give the missile enhanced ECCM ability and to increase the Doppler frequency resolution. A typical basic Hawk battery consists of 1 times PAR, Pulse Acquisition Radar, a search radar with a 20 rpm rotation, for high/medium altitude target detection. 1 times CWAR, Continuous Wave Acquisition Radar, a search Doppler radar with a 20 rpm rotation, for low altitude target detection. 2 times HPIR, High Power Illuminator Doppler radar target tracking, illumination and missile guidance. 1 times ROR, Range-only radar, K-band pulse radar which provides range information when the other systems are jammed or unavailable. 1 times ICC, Information Coordination Central. 1 times BCC, Battery Control Central. 1 times AFCC, Assault Fire Command Console Miniature Battery Control Central for remote control of one firing section of the battery. The AFCC controls 1 CWAR, 1 HPI, and 3 launchers with a total of 9 missiles. 1 times PCP, Platoon Command Post. 2 times LCS, Launcher Section Controls. 6 times M192, Launchers with 18 missiles. 6 times C, Generators 56 kVA, 400 Hz, each. 12 times M390, Missile transport pallets with 36 missiles. 3 times M501, Missile loading tractors. 1 times. 1 times Missile test shop and /MSM43. A typical Phase 3 Hawk battery consists of 1 times PAR, Pulse Acquisition Radar, a search radar with a 20, +/2, rpm rotation, for high/medium altitude target detection. 1 times CWAR, Continuous Wave Acquisition Radar, a search Doppler radar with a 20, +/2, rpm rotation, for low altitude target detection. 2 times HIPR, High Power Illuminator Doppler radar target tracking, illumination and missile guidance. 1 times FDC, Fire Direction Center. 1 times IFF, Identification Friend or Foe Transceiver. 6 times DLN, Digital launchers with 18 missiles. 6 times MEP816, generators 60 kilowatts, 400 Hz, each. 12 times M390, missile transport pallets with 36 missiles. 3 times M501, missile loading tractors. 1 times missiles. The Hawk missile has a slender cylindrical body and 4 long cord-clipped delta wings, extending from mid-body to the slightly tapered boat tail. Each wing has a trailing edge control surface. The MIM-23A is 5.08 meters, 16.7 feet, long, has a body diameter of 0.37 meters, 1 foot 3 in, a wingspan of 1.21 meters, 4 feet 0 in, and weighs 584 kilograms, 1,287 pounds, at launch with a 54 kilograms, 119 pounds, He blast/fragmentation warhead. It has a minimum engagement range of 2 km, 1.2 miles, a maximum range of 25 km, 16 miles, a minimum engagement altitude of 60 meters, 200 feet, and a maximum engagement altitude of 11,000 meters, 36,000 feet. The MIM-23B2M versions are 5.03 m, 16.5 feet, long, have a body diameter of 0.37 m, 1 foot 3 in, and, with a larger warhead of 75 kilograms, 165 pounds, weighing 638 kilograms, 1,407 pounds, at launch. An improved motor, with a total weight of 395 kilograms, 871 pounds, including 295 kilograms, 650 pounds, of propellant, increases the maximum range of the MIM-23B2M versions to 35 kilometers, 22 miles, and maximum engagement altitude to 18,000 m, 59,000 feet. The minimum range is reduced to 1.5 kilometers, 0.93 miles. The MIM-23B has a peak velocity of around 500 m/s, 1,600 feet/s. The missile is fitted with both radio frequency proximity and impact fuses. The guidance system uses an X-band CW monopulse semi-active radar seeker. The missile can maneuver at 15 grams. In the 1970s, NASA used surplus Hawk missiles to create the Nike Hawk sounding rocket. Basic Hawk, MIM-23A. The original missile used with the system. The 54 kg, 119 pounds, warhead produces approximately 4,008 gram, 0.28 ounces, fragments that move at approximately 2,000 meters per second, 6,600 feet/s, in an 18-degree arcade. I-Hawk, MIM-23B. The MIM-23B has a larger 74 kg, 163 pounds, blast fragmentation warhead, a smaller and improved guidance package, and a new M112 rocket motor. The new warhead produces approximately 14,002 gram, 0.071 ounces, fragments that cover a much larger 70-degree arcade. The missile's M112 rocket motor has a boost phase of 5 seconds and a sustain phase of 21 seconds. The motor's total weight is 395 kilograms, 871 pounds, including 295 kilograms, 650 pounds, of propellant. This new motor improves the engagement envelope to 1.5 to 40 kilometers, 0.93 to 24.85 miles, in range at high altitude, and 2.5 to 20 kilometers, 1.6 to 12.4 miles, at low altitude. The minimum engagement altitude is 60 meters, 200 feet. The missile was operational in 1971. All U.S. units had converted to this standard by 1978. MTM-23B training missile. XMEM-23B full telemetry version for testing and evaluation purposes. System components. The Hawk and improved Hawk structure was integrated into one system in TSQ-73 Air Defense Missile Control and Coordination System, called Missile Minder or Hawk MM. It consists of the following components: MPQ-50 Pulse Acquisition Radar, MPQ-48 Improved Continuous Wave Acquisition Radar, TSW-8 Battery Control Central, ICC Information Coordination Central, MSW-11 Platoon Command Post, MPQ-46 High Power Illuminator, MPQ-51 Range Only Radar and the M192 Launcher. MIM-23C. Introduced around 1982 with improved ECCM capabilities. MIM-23D. Unknown upgrade to the MIM-23C. The C and D missile families remain separate until the missiles exit from service. It is not clear exactly what the difference between the two missiles, however it seems likely that the D family missiles represent an alternative guidance system, possibly HOMAN-JAM, developed in response to Soviet ECM techniques that were used by Iraq during the Iran-Iraq War. Low-level/multi-jamming. MIM-23E/F. An upgraded to the MIM-23C/D missiles improved guidance for low-level engagements in a high-clutter/multi-jamming environment. Introduced in 1990. New body section. MIM-23G/H. A 1995 upgrade consisting of a new body section assembly for the MIM-23E/F missiles. New warhead and fusing, anti-DBM. MIM-23K/J. Introduced around 1994. Enhanced lethality configuration warhead with 35 gram, 540 grain, fragments instead of the IHawk's 2 gram, 30 grain, fragments. MIM-23K Hawk missiles are effective up to 20,000 m altitude and up to 45 km in range. The missile also includes a new fuse to make it effective against ballistic missiles. New fusing and old warhead. MIM-23L/M. Retains the IHawk's 30-grain warhead, but with the new fuse. Radars. The original Hawk system used 4 or in some models 6 radars, to detect, PAR and CWAR, to track, CWAR and HPIR, and to engage, HPIR and ROAR, targets. As the system was upgraded, the functionality of some of the radars was merged. The final iteration of the system consists of only 2 radars, an enhanced phased array search radar and an engagement radar, HPIR. PAR Pulse Acquisition Radar. The Pulse Acquisition Radar is a long-range, high-altitude search radar. AN/MPQ-35, Basic Hawk. The search radar used with the Basic Hawk system, with a radar pulse power of 450 kW and a pulse length of 3s, a pulse repetition frequency of 800 and 667 Hz alternately. The radar operates in the 1.25 to 1.35 GHz range. The antenna is a 6.7 m x 1.4 m, 22.0 feet x 4.6 feet, elliptical reflector of open lattice construction, mounted on a small 2-wheeled trailer. Rotation rate is 20 rpm. The BCC, battery control central, and the CWAR are synchronized by the PAR revolutions and the PAR system trigger. AN/MPQ-50, improved Hawk to Phase 3. Introduced with the IHawk system, the improved PAR. The system introduces a digital MTI, moving target indicator, that helps separate targets from ground clutter. It operates in the 500 to 1000 MHz, C-band, frequency range with a peak operating power of 1000 watts. Range, source Janes. 104 km, 65 miles, high PRF, to 96 km, 60 miles, low PRF, versus 3 square meters, 32 square feet, target. 98 km, 61 miles, high PRF, to 90 km, 56 miles, low PRF, versus 2.4 square meters, 26 square feet, target. 79 km, 49 miles, high PRF, to 72 km, 45 miles, low PRF, versus 1 square meter, 11 square feet, target. AN/MPQ-64 Sentinel, Hawk XXI. A X-band 3D range-gated Doppler radar system used with the Hawk XXI system. It replaces both the CWAR and PAR components of the Hawk system. MPQ-64 Sentinel provides coverage out to a range of 75 km, 47 miles, rotating at 30 rpm. The system has a mean time between failure of around 600 hours, and can track at least 60 targets at once. It can elevate up to +55 degrees and depress to -10 degrees. CWAR Continuous Wave Acquisition Radar. This X-band continuous wave system is used to detect targets. The unit comes mounted on its own mobile trailer. The unit acquires targets through 360 degrees of azimuth while providing target radial speed and ROAR range data. AN/MPQ-34, Basic Hawk. MPQ-34 Hawk CW acquisition radar with a power rating of 200 W and a frequency of 10 GHz, X-band, built by Raytheon. Replaced by MPQ-48. AN/MPQ-48, Improved Hawk. The improved Hawk version of the CW acquisition radar doubled the output power and improved the detection ranges. Range, source Janes. 69 km, 43 miles, CW, to 63 km, 39 miles, FM, versus 3 square meters, 32 square feet, target. 65 km, 40 miles, CW, to 60 km, 37 miles, FM, versus 2.4 square meters, 26 square feet, target. 52 km, 32 miles, CW, to 48 km, 30 miles, FM, versus 1 square meter, 11 square feet, target. AN/MPQ-55, Phase I, Phase II. Hawk Improved Continuous Wave Acquisition Radar or IQAR. The output power is doubled to 400 W, this increases the detection range to around 70 km, 43 miles. The radar operates in the 1020 GHz, J-band. Other features include FM ranging and byte, built-in test equipment. Frequency modulation is applied to the broadcast on alternate scans of the IQAR to obtain range information. AN/MPQ-62, Phase III. Some changes to the signal processing allow the radar to determine the target's range and speed in a single scan. A digital DSP system is added which allows a lot of the processing work to be done on the radar directly and forwarded directly via a serial digital link to the PCP/BCP. HPIR High Power Illuminating Radar. The early AN/MPQ-46 High Power Illuminator, HPIR, radars had only the two large dish-type antennas side by side, one to transmit and one to receive. The HPIR automatically acquires and tracks designated targets in azimuth, elevation, and range. It also serves as an interface unit supplying azimuth and elevation launch angles computed by the Automatic Data Processor, ADP, in the Information Coordination Center, ICC, to the IBCC or the Improved Platoon Command Post, IPCP, for up to 3 launchers. The HPIR J-band energy reflected from the target is also received by the Hawk missile. These returns are compared with the missile reference signal being transmitted directly to the missile by the HPIR. Target tracking is continued throughout the missile's flight. After the missile intercepts the target, the HPIR Doppler data is used for kill evaluation. The HPIR receives target designations from one or both surveillance radars via the Battery Control Center, BCC, and automatically searches a given sector for a rapid target lock-on. The HPIR incorporates ECCM and byte. AN/MPQ-33/39, Basic Hawk. This X-band CW system is used to illuminate targets in the Hawk missile battery. The unit comes mounted on its own mobile trailer. Unit automatically acquires and tracks designated targets in azimuth elevation and range rate. The system has an output power of around 125 W operating in the 10 to 10.25 GHz band. MPQ-39 was an upgraded version of the MPQ-33. AN/MPQ-46, Improved Hawk Phase I. The radar operates in the 1020 GHz, J-band, region. Many of the electron tube components in earlier radars are replaced with solid-state technology. Range, source Janes. 99 km, 62 miles, high PRF, to 93 km, 58 miles, low PRF, versus 3 square meters, 32 square feet, target. 93 km, 58 miles, high PRF, to 89 km, 55 miles, low PRF, versus 2.4 square meters, 26 square feet, target. 75 km, 47 miles, high PRF, to 72 km, 45 miles, low PRF, versus 1 square meter, 11 square feet, target. AN/MPQ-57, Phase II. The majority of the remaining tube electronics are upgraded to solid state. Also, an electro-optical tracking system, the daytime-only OD-179/TVYTAS, tracking adjunct system, is added for operation in a high ECM environment. The TAS was developed from the U.S. Air Force's TZIO, Target Identification System, electro-optical, by Northrop. It consists of a video camera with a X10 zoom lens. The ITAS, which was field tested in 1992, added an infrared capability for night operation as well as automatic target detection and tracking. HEOS Germany, Netherlands, and Norway modified their Hawk systems with an alternative IR acquisition and tracking system known as the Hawk Electro-Optical Sensor, HEOS. In place of the TAS, HEOS operates in the 8 to 11 M band and is used to supplement the HPI to acquire and track targets before missile launch. AN/MPQ-61, Phase 3. Upgraded with the addition of the LaShi, Low-Altitude Simultaneous Hawk Engagement, system, which allows the Hawk to engage multiple low-level targets by employing a fan beam antenna to provide a wide-angle, low-altitude illumination pattern to allow multiple engagements against saturation raids. This antenna is rectangular. This allows up to 12 targets to be engaged at once. There is also TV/IR optic system for passive missile guidance. ROR range-only radar. Pulse radar that automatically comes into operation if the HPIR radar cannot determine the range, typically because of jamming. The ROR is difficult to jam because it operates only briefly during the engagement, and only in the presence of jamming. AN/MPQ-37, Basic Hawk. AN/MPQ-51, Improved Hawk Phase 2. AQ band, frequency, 15.5 to 17.5 GHz, pulse radar, the power output was 120 kilowatts. Pulse length 0.6 s at a pulse repetition frequency of 1600 Hz. Antenna, 4 foot, 1.2 m, dish. Range 83 kilometers, 52 miles, versus 3 square meters, 32 square feet, target. 78 kilometers, 48 miles, versus 2.4 square meters, 26 square feet, target. 63 kilometers, 39 miles, versus 1 square meter, 11 square feet, target. FDC, Hawk Phase 3 and Hawk XXI, Fire Distribution Center. C4I unit, enabling modern command, control, communications, and force operation. Color displays with 3D map overlays enhance the situation awareness. Introduces the real-time exchange of air picture and commands between the Hawk units. Make ready capability for SL-AMRAAM and SHORAD/VSHORAD systems. Country-specific modifications. Israel. The Israelis have upgraded the Phase 2 standard with the addition of a Super I electro-optical TV system for detection of aircraft at 30 to 40 km and identification at 17 to 25 km. They have also modified their system for engagements at altitudes up to 24,000 m. Sparrow Hawk. A composite system firing AIM-7 Sparrow missiles from a modified 8-round launcher. The system was demonstrated at the China Lake Weapons Test Site in 1985. There are currently no users of the system. Hawk AMRAAM. At Safe Air 95 AMRAAM missiles were demonstrated being fired from a modified M192 missile launcher. The normal battery radar is used for the engagement, with the missile's own radar used for terminal homing. Raytheon and Kongsberg are offering this system as an upgrade to the existing Hawk system. This proposal is aimed particularly at Hawk operating countries that also have AIM-120 AMRAAM in their inventory. Norway is currently operating this type of system as NASAMS. Iran. As part of what became known as the Iran-Contra affair, Hawk missiles were some of the weaponry sold to Iran, in violation of an arms embargo, to fund the Contras. The Islamic Republic of Iran Air Force is reported to have experimented with a number of MIM-23 Hawk missiles for carriage on F-14 Tomcat fighters in the air-to-air role under a program known as Skyhawk. Iran has also modified its ground-based Hawk systems for carriage on a convoy of 8x8 wheeled vehicles and adapted the launchers to carry standard RIM-66 or AGM-78 missiles with 2 standard missiles per launcher. The Islamic Republic of Iran Air Force had recently revealed its own version of the MIM-23 Hawk, the Shahin, which it claims to be under production. In 2010, Iran announced that it will be mass-producing its next generation of air defense system called Mersad, which would integrate with the Shahin missile. Norway has developed its own Hawk upgrade scheme known as the Norwegian Adapted Hawk, NOAA, which involves the lease of iHawk launchers, HPI radars, and missile loaders from the United States and their integration with Hughes, now Raytheon, Kongsberg acquisition radar and control systems. The NOAA system became operational in 1988. It was replaced by NASAMS in the period 1995 to 1998. AQUAR. Future developments were expected to include the introduction of an Agile CW acquisition radar, AQUAR, which is an evolution of the Hawk CW radar technology. It would perform full 3D target acquisition over a 360 degrees azimuth sector and large elevation angles. The AQUAR program was initiated to meet increasingly severe tactical air defense requirements, and the equipment is being designed for operation of Hawk in the late 1990s and beyond. However, the AQUAR program was terminated in 1993. Combat history. August 1962 agreement in principle was reached between the U.S. and Israeli governments for the sale of Hawk missiles to Israel. November 1962 the Cuban Missile Crisis necessitates a request for a total of 304 missiles to be delivered at an average turnaround of 3 days per missile. March 1965 the United States Marine Corps deploys Hawk at Da Nang and Hill 327. This was both the first USMC deployment of the Hawk, and also the first deployment of the Hawk in Vietnam. March 1965 the 1st Hawk Battalion was deployed to Israel. June 5, 1967 in an unusual incident an Israeli MIM-23A shot down a damaged Israeli Dassault MD.450 Aragon that was in danger of crashing into the Negev Nuclear Research Center near Dimona, being the first combat firing of the Hawk and the first combat kill attributed to the Hawk system. March 21, 1969 before noon, a new Hawk battery deployed at Balyuza, north of the town of Kantara in the Sinai region, detected an Egyptian MiG-21 aircraft which took off from Port Said Airport. The controller, Yair Tamir, tracked the aircraft on the radar, in its flight from north to south along the Suez Canal, and when the MiG-21 broke to a course heading towards the Hawk battery, a missile was launched at it, which successfully destroyed the aircraft while it was flying at an altitude of 6,700 m. During the War of Attrition, Hawk batteries had shot down between 8 and 12 aircraft. Janes reports 12 kills as 1 IL-28, 4 Su-7, 4 MiG-17, and 3 MiG-21. May 1972, improved Hawk support equipment was first deployed to Germany. October 1973 Yom Kippur War 75 Israeli missiles were fired downing between 12 and 24 aircraft and 1 oil well on fire in Abu Roads oil field. 1977 conversion of basic Hawk to improved Hawk was completed by all U.S. Army units in Europe and Korea by the end of the year. Iran-Iraq War 1980–1988, at least 40 Iraqi aircraft were destroyed by Iranian Hawk missiles during the Iran-Iraq War. On February 12, 1986, 9 Iraqi aircraft downed by a Hawk site near Al-Fa in southern Iraq during Operation Dawn 8. Among the aircraft are Su-22S and MiG-23S. In addition, Iranian Hawk sites shot down 3 friendly F-14 Tomcats and 1 F-5 Tiger II. Kuwait also shot down an Iranian F-5. March 1985 DA and the Office of the Secretary of Defense, OSD, approved the development of an anti-tactical missile, ATM, mission for Hawk. September 7, 1987, the French Army's 403nd Air Defense Regiment in Chad shot down a Libyan Tu-22B on a bombing mission within MIM-23B during the Chadian-Libyan War. The particularity of this event is with its geographical situation, a few miles from a border. The attack began outside the Chadian territory proper and left the French with only a very small window of opportunity to shoot the intruder. The interception took place almost at the vertical of the battery. Debris and unexploded bombs from the Tu-22 rained over the position but injured no one. August 2, 1990, Hawk missiles defending Kuwait against the Iraqi invasion in August 1990 are claimed to have shot down up to 14 Iraqi aircraft. Only 2 kills have been verified, a MiG-23BN and a Su-22. In response, an Iraqi Su-22 from the No. 109 Squadron fired a single Kh-25MP anti-radar missile against a Bubayan Island battery. This forced a radar shutdown on the Hawk. It was later captured by Iraqi special forces and found out to be in automatic mode of operation, after the American contractors that operated it fled. Iraqi forces captured 4 or 5 Kuwaiti Hawk batteries. November 1990, Task Force Scorpion, a U.S. Army Hawk Patriot electronic task force, becomes operational and assumes the air defense mission for Desert Shield units forming up in Saudi Arabia. February 1991, Bravo Battery, 2-1 ATA moves into Iraq and ESTA.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.